Welcome back to the world, everyone, and welcome to episode 5 of the survival series. I actually can't believe that we're already on episode 5. It feels like just yesterday I was ripping my hair out on DaVinci Resolve editing episode 1. Thank you for sticking with me. Thank you for letting my editing skills get a little better as we go. We have a lot to cover today. We built this beautiful build behind me, and if you want to see what's inside, stick around and enjoy episode 5. There's no such thing as dilly-dallying leading up to another trip. I hate going to the Nether, guys. I really do. We definitely need to get stuff to make fire resistance potions. That's our main goal for today, but for now, let's do a flint and steel, and then let's grab obsidian. I'm just gonna take all of it. And I want to enchant this pair of golden leggings. That might be a little insane, but I just think it might be nice to have a reliable pair to bring. Let's grab emeralds, and we're gonna do mending and protection 4. There we go. Yes, it might be a little insane of me to be putting such enchantments on golden leggings, but honestly, I would rather feel protected when I'm in the Nether, especially since we don't have fire resistance potions yet. I just feel like these are never gonna break, and they're gonna keep me a lot safer. And then we'll get 4 bundles. That should be okay. And unfortunately, we're gonna start. I really dislike the Nether. I dislike it so much. I don't want to say hate because that's kind of crazy, but we'll say goodbye to the overworld one last time before we never see daylight again. And I'm as ready as I'll ever be, if I'm being honest. So let's just dive right into it. Okay. It's quiet. Too quiet, I feel like. Okay. Let's set up a border. I just need to get rid of some of this. I want to make sure, since we have so many open areas around us, that gas can't get to our portal. Border is secure. The Nether portal is at least safe for now. I just don't know where to go, honestly. The terrain here is a little unmanageable. We're probably gonna have to dig into a wall somewhere. All right, this is the chosen wall. I have no idea. I'm just hoping that we run into something manageable. All right, wait. I'm blocking that off before something pushes us off. I don't know how big of a drop this is. Why would it not be crazy? All right, we're gonna turn. We're gonna ignore that, and we're gonna turn. Okay. All right. Okay, this is really promising. We have a soul sand valley right here, though, which means we can finally make bubble columns. So I'm actually gonna grab some of this immediately. All right, it's time to bridge. I definitely can survive this fall with feather falling, but I feel like it's probably helpful to have a landmark. I'm sweating. I'm actually sweating. I do not like the Nether at all. Not worth an arrow, to be honest. I don't see any more gas, but again, it's the worst when they see you before you see them. Let's just keep trucking. Oh, okay. I don't want to say that this was quick to find one because it's been a hot minute, but this was kind of quick. Priority number 1, netherwort. I need to be able to make fire res potions because if we're gonna go netherite mining, that's a non-negotiable. We've reached the hallway. and I got the advancement for sticking my head up there. Oh, we're clear though. We're so good. And we have a chest, dead end that way, so that's fine. What's over here though? Another dead end. And we got rib. Nice. I know that, okay, I know that these are a little more common these days in all of these chests, but first chest, pretty good. And let's cover that because we've been there. If the nether wasn't so, ooh, wait. Yes, okay, this is exactly what we needed. But yeah, if the nether wasn't so terrifying and deadly, the ambience down here, I think I would enjoy it 10 times more. All of the particle effects, especially in the basalt delta. So many chests in this fortress. And so much horse armor. Like, I'm not mad at it, but it'd be nice to get other things. We need to get this cleaned up, though. Way too much stuff. That can go. Our nether wart can, too. Oh, boy. All right, let this be the beginning of a fighting montage, I suppose. Don't mind me, I'm just gonna grab this. Thank you. There's more nether wart right here, but I do hear a lot of blazes above me, so we're gonna be a little careful. As much of this as I can get, honestly, that way I don't have to farm as much when we get back up. 2 chests. And another rib, that's number 2. I'll take the iron as well. We'll take as much of the horse armor as we can, but it's gonna be the first to go when we run out of space. And another dead end. And a 3rd rib. I know they're common, but wow. I'm gonna have to deem that a wild success. That was way smoother than I was fearing it would be, so I'll take it. And we can finally get out of here. It's been so many hours IRL, and I need sunlight. I need sunlight in this game. Oh, we're back. The beautiful blue sky and the sun. Getting all of this away is really highlighting how bad my storage system is. I've been saying it for weeks. I know. Trust me, I know. It's really once you go to like the nether in the end, the other dimensions, and you start bringing blocks back from those that you really start to realize how much it blows up. We did get 3 armor trims though. We got 3 rib. So that's 6 total for all of the trims. First thing I want to do now that we have nether wart is set up a little bit of a potion brewing situation. I'm thinking a little field right here. Field for some nether wart. We're gonna have to build this up a smidge and then flatten out on the left. There we go. The path can go right up there. I'm not sure how I want to do this with the soul sand, to be honest. I'm just gonna fill this entire thing first. I hate it. I hate it so much. I think we're just gonna do diagonal strips of the soul sand with coarse dirt in between. The same thing that we've been doing with our flower fields. This is just too much soul sand. It had me there in the first half for sure, but now that the leaf border is in, I'm in love with it. It's so cute, and it's raining. So rude. We only have one more thing left to do outside, and then we can at least get out of the rain. I do want to add some trees around that. I feel like it's a little too boring. Exactly what it needed, for sure. I'll add a little bit more here and there. I'll do that after. Anyway, we have some mistakes to correct in here. On this left side, we have this block, which is just facing the wrong way. And then on the other side, we are missing an entire strip, so we'll take care of that too. I definitely want to try to get stalls on both sides of this for villagers, but I'm not sure if that's going to work. Realistically, I feel like it might be a little too cluttered. We'll see what we can fit, though. Floor is in. It's looking a lot more like an actual room. Definitely using crimson wood. I don't know, maybe 4 on that side. Yeah, no. I'm trying to visualize how this would feel. And I think I would rather prioritize a workstation on the right side. So we're just going to get rid of this. I'm going to do bookshelves. I'm going to try to keep it random, but I want to make sure we still have room for a cauldron, a couple barrels, maybe a crafting table. I decided to move these around a little bit. Nope. I think I would just rather the villagers be surrounded by the crimson wood instead of having 2 stalls with nothing on the other side of them. And this should be plenty of space to walk around and move. Yeah, 2 blocks feels so much better than 1. Let's get a cauldron in here. I'm gonna get rid of this gross random staircase. Will I change that out for a source block? Probably eventually. And then I want to add some shelves as well. I brought some of our potions that we already have. Like our bottles of enchanting. Trying to figure out where to put them though. Let's get barrels in first. The hard part, well, maybe not the hard part, but the tricky part is going to be getting the villagers up there. I think we have enough room right in front of this building to do a staircase up. So we'll just do what we've been doing. I need to grab some of our rails and our supplies. And we'll get a rail line going all the way up to the top. This has been so convenient having this right in the center of everything. I'm so glad that I built this here. Villager number 1. Villager number 2. Villager number 3. Final reveal time. I added a couple decorations. We brought some amethyst in here and some leaves. It's just cozy. I don't know if it'll be our long-term potion brewing area, but I mean, honestly, I can't imagine needing more than this, to be fair. I did a thing. I, on stream tonight, moved our entire storage system down here. I wanted it to feel like a cellar, so and don't mind me, we have so much iron that I have to smelt up from the iron vein that we've been mining on stream, so I'm just gonna be doing this in the background. It's getting a little insane. But we have everything that we need down here, and we have a bunch of room for expansion, I think. I don't think we'll need all of them. Next step is just getting item frames, so we're gonna have to go down to the cow crusher and see if we have some leather. 12 is not bad. I do want to sleep before we start this, though. The last thing that I need is a creeper sneaking up on me and christening this build as well. Nope. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. There we go. 21 total. That actually might be okay because I'm pretty sure we have a good bit still in storage. Let's see. And this is why we're making them. 49. Let's see if that's enough. We have 4 by 8. So 32 plus 12. We need 44. I made 4 extras just because I know I'm always looking to make these. And done. Okay, now we just need to figure out where everything's gonna go because when I moved stuff, I did not move them to permanent homes. This took way longer than I want to admit, to be completely honest with you, but I'm in love with it. Everything is labeled. We have room for expansion. All of the empty item frames are empty chests, so we have a lot of extra space. It's just so nice to have everything labeled. We have all of our blast furnaces and our furnaces there. It's amazing. While I have extra item frames, though, I want to find a place to put our first wooden pick. Not the kitchen. This is perfect. That block was made for it. Okay, we just need to figure out what to do with the rest. In my head, I'm envisioning a whole wall of like collectibles. So I don't know, maybe a built-in shelf almost right here. Wall to wall. Since we have 3 item frames, I just need to find stuff to put in them. I'm definitely immediately grabbing the wither skeleton skull because that's gonna go on the shelf. We have a perfect wall to put the Ender Dragon head. I'm so excited for when we go to the end. Let's move our bed back to where it was, or at least back over here. And I feel like this is kind of a good segue into our next build. I am thinking wool farm. We need a better source of wool. We actually don't even have, and it's raining. Oh, and it's a thunderstorm. Okay. Let's take care of that super quick. Second time this episode. That's fine. It's not rude or anything. Anyway, I'm thinking wool farm because I don't think I have a single piece of wool to my name right now. And if we're getting ready to netherite mine, we're gonna need beds. I don't know where I want to put it though, because I feel like it needs a good flat surface and none of this is really giving flat except for maybe right here. But I don't know, it feels too disconnected. I figured out where, and I've spent a lot of time building in creative to plan this out. Also, I need to introduce you to our ghast friend. We found him on stream the other night and it was the first time I've actually gotten a happy ghast in this game, but this is my Sunshine LeBron. We found him on LeBron's birthday, so in honor of the king. But he's actually flying around the site where we're gonna put the wool farm. I did a lot of creative planning, so I know exactly what we need. I'm just gonna set up a chest over here. Chest in hand, I've spent like 6 or 7 hours. Jesus, don't make jokes. I spent a long time making, and it's raining again. Oh my God. Power through it. We're powering through it. I spent a long time in creative planning this, and of course I picked blocks that are going to be annoying to get. We also have a ton of terraforming to do around here, so I'm just going to place this down and get into it. I cannot believe it's raining again. I'm not kidding. There were a lot of moments where I was not filming and it was fine. And now as soon as I start filming. First stop is anywhere where we can get mushroom blocks. To be specific, brown mushroom blocks. So swamp, dark oak, literally anything. Of course, I picked blocks that are annoying to resource gather. Why would I not? We have a jungle over here, but we've kind of been striking out a little bit. Wait. Oh, we have a ruined portal. We have a dark oak behind the ruined portal. I saw the ruined portal first. I'm dying. Wait. Mansion number 2 of the world. There's no way that it's the one that we already found a couple episodes back. That was, I think, the exact opposite direction. Our inventory is a disaster right now. We have no room for mushroom blocks. I'm so glad that we found some bundles along the way. We hit like 7 villages, mind you, on our way here. I'm sleeping, actually. Before it gets spooky in here, I'm sleeping. Insert vacuum sound. And we're out of inventory space. Classic. Okay, what can we get rid of? We are so maxed out. Flint. We're getting rid of flint. We have so much of it at home, to be honest. All right. We can get out of here now. We still have so much to gather, but we can at least go home. I also forgot to tell you guys, I built a little to-do board over here so we can cross off storage room. We finally did that after weeks of me saying I was going to. We can add wool farm. And then spoiler alert, I might want to do a kelp farm. Undecided. We do have a lot of coal right now, but I feel like that would be nice to have. We'll see. I'm going to put it up here. That way I don't forget about it. As far as the build goes, I have all of the wall blocks done. And in comparison to the rest of the build, that is so insignificant, but at least, I mean, it kind of makes me feel better. At least dark oak is easy to harvest. Each tree is relatively small and you still get a lot of wood. The hardest thing I think is going to be the crimson wood because I just don't like the nether. We need so many dark oak stairs. The roof is not even made mainly out of dark oak stairs and we still need 3.5 stacks. The more I gather, the less I feel like I have. Like this chest is so empty. I need a bunch of stripped dark oak. I don't know how people do crazy mega builds. I can't even handle, I don't even know how much this is. A little over a stack, I think. Yeah, no, that wasn't even that bad. I need to relax. That was only a stack and 14. Oh, that's pitiful on my part. Anyway, back to cherry trees. I have brought some miscellaneous goodies. Bunch of fences, a bunch of pale oak, tough, coarse dirt, leaves, and unfortunately for me, we have to get more crimson wood. I did not have enough. Big L for me. So we have to go back to the nether. This is a quick in and out operation. I won't be dilly-dallying. I won't be frolicking. In and out. But just in case, goodbye LeBron. Goodbye blue sky. Goodbye sun. Oh, I hate it here. Let's see. Anyone around? Not looking like it. Not looking like it. All right. We can begin. Operation successful. I am free from these chains. These stone blocks were the last few things that I needed, so we'll be ready to build. I'm letting the rest of this cobblestone cook up because even though I have a silk touch pick, somehow I don't have stone. We do have everything we need though. And it's in 2 double chests. So this is gonna be a while. Everything is ready to go. I think we can start a time lapse, I dare say. This is by far my favorite build. I in this world, I dare say, possibly one of my favorite builds I've ever done. I've never done cyberpunk before, but I feel like the gears kind of make it lean this way. I love it so, so much. I'm gonna have to keep an eye on all of the copper. We don't have beeswax right now, so I can't really wax any of the copper. I'm gonna just let them oxidize all the way to the full stage. That way we can shave off whatever we don't like. This side, this front face, both of them at this point are pretty oxidized, and I think it's a little flat. So we'll probably end up leaving one fully oxidized and then bringing one all the way back. But I love it. We have our little wool storage right in the front. For the inside, I have so many shears. So many shears. And this is definitely not enough redstone material, but we're at least going to get it started. I want to get as many stalls on this first floor as possible, but I'm going to need 4 blocks from the wall for each, so it might be a little tight in here. I was really hoping I could get 16 stalls on the first floor. That way I could be lazy and not make a second floor, but we don't always get what we want. So here I am making a second floor. All of these are going to have observers in them facing that grass block. That way it can keep track of when the sheep eats the grass. I'm sure all of you have probably seen this farm done a million times before, so I'm not going to go in depth with the redstone explanation. We can cap off all of the stalls. Upstairs is a little bit trickier. I am trying to build them from the ground up. That way I know where to put the grass platform. This feels okay. It's just going to be probably a little goofy to cover up the redstone. I'm thinking probably trapdoors, like spruce trapdoors. This side, same thing. And we can get all of the glass, at least the first layer of glass in, and then we'll do all of the dispensers. Collection's looking a little chaotic, but we're not going to be coming down here that much, so I'm not that worried about it. All we have left are a few hoppers. We need to get some more hoppers going, and then all of our hopper mine carts, which I need to grab a little bit more iron for. Thank God we have the vein, so we'll have plenty of them. There we go. All of the redstone for these guys is already hooked up. That way I can have them running in the background. I just need to finish the redstone for the guys on the top floor. And I'm going to replace all of these slabs. Actually, I'm not entirely sure. Am I going to Google it? No, not right now. I'm going to replace all of these with full blocks. That way we can get redstone on them. And for the sake of the pattern, we're going to get rid of this one too. We've got all of our dyes as well. It is time to dye all of the sheep. I just need to let them grow their wool back first. And in order to do that, I'm going to have to take out all of the redstone that I already laid, which is fine. That's fine. These 3 are ready, so we'll do pink, magenta, and purple. And then it's just these 2 guys over here that are taking forever. Wait. All right, thank you for proving me wrong. You're gonna be lime. There we go. So it's just the green left that we're waiting on down here. Final reveal of the interior. We added, it's not much, I will say, but we did add a little entryway. We have some extra shears. Every single one of these has been going for probably a couple hours, maybe an hour or 2 in total. And all of them seem to have a good amount. Those corners, both of those corners are sharing a chest, which I don't think that's going to be that big of an issue. But yeah, all of these have almost 2 stacks of each color, which is perfect. Upstairs, I have all of the neutral colors. This side is where all of our white is, but this side we have brown, gray, black, and light gray. I just moved all of our white wool into these ones because that's what we're going to use for beds. I love how this looks. Again, I'm going to scream it from the rooftops every single time, but the firefly bushes, the frickin' firefly bushes. We can knock this off the list once and for all. That's good. Still undecided on the kelp farm. I've been thinking about it this whole time. The last thing that I want to do, though, before we end off this episode is make a couple more fire resistance potions. I made a handful, actually, a good amount, on stream the other night, and I just want to make sure that we have enough. So maybe 9 more. And I did add a source block. I was so sick of using the cauldron. So let's get at least a first batch in here. I swear these villagers have, like, the best view. Anyway, let's get a bed down because it's about to be nighttime, but this should be ready any second now. Yes. All right. I moved all of our fire res potions to this right here. We have so many now. It'll definitely be enough to get us started. Yet another walkthrough that I'm absolutely obsessed with. I need to put a couple more things along this road in order for it to really feel complete, but the build itself is so, so beautiful. Now that we're extending all of our paths and our roads, it's really feeling like wherever you look, there's a build. And that's what I want out of this world. That's how I want this entire valley to feel in the end. Thank you so much for watching, guys. This one was a really fun episode to film, even though I was sweating my pants off in the nether. And I think the lack of villager transportation really made up for that. I only had to move 3 villagers today, which is definitely way less than we have in the last 2 episodes. Thank you for watching, though. I really hope you enjoyed today's episode. And as usual, I'll see you in 2 weeks for the next one. Follow me over on Twitch, and if you didn't know, I go live Monday, Wednesday, Friday here on YouTube as well. So I'll see you then.